Hello guys, welcome back to the realm, and today I will be showing you the entire Ninjago timeline. That's right, we're covering everything that came out since the beginning of 2011 to the end of 2024. I will obviously upload another one of these videos before 2025 is over, because obviously there's gonna be some new shorts, episodes, etc. And if we count almost every single episode, book, short, voice notes, comics, and everything under the sun Ninjago related, it will be on this list. Even questionable ones that people consider may or may not to be canon. But obviously, I'm not gonna put the Ninjago movie on there because obviously that's a different timeline entirely. But if we add all of those up, we will have exactly 391 entries. That is insane. Now obviously I'm not going to go into every detail for every single one, so I'm not going to be like, first we have Way of the Ninja, which is very interesting, because no, that will just bore you to death. I will also not be counting the comic strips from the Ninjago magazines that come out every month, because right now there are over 121 of them, and some are so old that there's barely any left or images of them. I will also, last time guys, not be counting any flashbacks since they are in full episodes. So this video might be 20 or 15 minutes long, I'm not too sure where I'll land. But now that I finally explained all of the rules, let's start. The first 4 entries, which are entries 1 to 4, are the Spinjitzu Brothers book series, which is the first book that mostly takes place at the start of the timeline, since there isn't anything before this entry that isn't a flashback. Entries 5 to 9 are the Shatterspin comics. At the time of writing this, we only have 2 entries out of the 5, which keep getting delayed. But hopefully by the time this video goes up, we will have the entire series. Entries 10 to 15 are the Tall Tale shorts, which released alongside Skybound in 2016. And these shorts show us how the Crew of Misfortunes came to be. Entries 16 and 17 are both webisodes, battle between brothers and an underworldly takeover, which are the shorts that released alongside the pilot episodes. These shorts detail how Garmadon got to the underworld and how he took over. Entries 18 to 21 are the pilot episodes, which are of course the very first piece of Ninjago media ever released. Some people think it's 2 episodes of 22 minutes, but I think it's 4 episodes with 11 minutes each. Entries 22 to 25 are the rest of the webisodes, which come after the pilot season. Entries 26 to 30 are the first 5 episodes of Season 1 from Rise of the Snakes to Can of Worms. Entry 31 is one of the Tales of the Monastery of Spinjitzu shorts, which is titled Blue Lightning. It's just Jay fighting Pythor. Entries 32 to 39 are the rest of Rise of the Snakes episodes from 6 to 13. Entries 41 to 53 is the entirety of Legacy of the Green Ninja, which is Season 2 of Classic Ninjago. Entries 54 and 55 are more of the Monastery tales, which are Green and Gold and Samurai Extreme. The first tells us what happened to Ultra, and the second is a reimagining of Nier's Samurai Mech. Entries 56 to 60 are Chen's Chair shorts, which in my eyes takes place at least a few years before the tournament, since Chen seems really bored in the later episodes. The order for the episodes are Chen's New Chair, Chair Play Chen, Careful What You Wish For, Bad Chair Day, and Chair Up 10. What a tongue twister. Entry 61 is just The Surge, which is the first episode of Season 3. Entry 62 is the comic book called Who is the Phantom Ninja, which follows Salil, the Phantom Ninja, and Cole on an adventure. I haven't read it, however, I do know it takes place somewhere in between season 3, so if anyone in the comments wants to enlighten me on the plot of the book, who has read it, I'd highly appreciate it, and I will update it for next year. Entries 63 to 69 are the rest of season 3, from episodes 2 to 8. Entries 70 to 79 is the entirety of season 4 of Classic Ninjago, Tournament of Elements. Entry 80 is the video game Shadow of Ronin, which some don't count as canon, but I still do to this day. And I find myself coming back to this game, so if you have an Apple device and you're looking for a game to play, I strongly recommend this one. Entries 81 to 90 is the entirety of Classic Season 5 Ninjago, Possession. Entries 91 to 100 is the entirety of Season 6, Skybound. Entries 101 to 103 are the Dark Island Trilogy, which are 3 separate books that follow the ninja's adventure back to the Dark Island. This takes place around the time of Day of the Departed, since the ninja are wearing their honor robes. Entry 104 is Day of the Departed, which is a Halloween special from 2016, which follows Cole as the protagonist, for once, and the spirits of ghosts of past villains coming back to life. Entry 105 is the Legoland puppet show, titled The Realm of Shadows, which was showing in 2015. Entries 106 to 125 are the Woo's tea shorts that follows the ninja running Woo's new tea shop. It was called Steep Wisdom, and now it's called, drumroll please, Steeper Wisdom. Real creative there, Lego. Entries 127 to 130 is the first 4 episodes of Season 7, Hands of Time. Entries 131 to 134 are the heavy metal shorts, which follow each Vermilion commander doing their own thing. The first is Makia getting metal for Sarsborg in the laboratory. The second is the giant snake monster, which is titled Buff Million, terrorizing the town. The third is titled Blunk, and the fourth is titled Ragmonk. Entries 135 to 137 are the next 3 episodes of Hands of Time, episodes 5 to 7. Entry 138 is the short titled Samurai X Ride, which shows Pixel, the new Samurai X, gearing up and changing the style of Samurai X after Nia grants permission to. Entries 139 to 141 are the final 3 episodes of Season 7, episodes 8 to 10. Entry 132 is the first Legacy Reimagined short, titled Golden Hour, that came out in 2021 for Ninjago's 10-year anniversary. The short tells us what happened to Master Wu after he was left on the Iron Doom with Crux and Acronyx at the end of Season 7. And to this day, I still think this is one of the best shorts Ninjago has ever released. Entries 143 to 152 are the Ninjago Decoded episodes, which are basically a recap for people who are going to watch Season 8 back then. It follows the ninja as they relive their old memories inside Zane's head to fight the Overlord virus. So the Overlord really did have an appearance before crystallized. Entry 153 is Way of the Departed, which follows Cole and Salil on an adventure. I haven't read the book, so I don't know what the storyline is, so if anyone who has read the book, please fill up the rest of us in who are too unfun to read chapter 24. Or is it 26? Entry 154 is the Legoland puppet show called Masters of the Fourth Dimension. Yep, you heard me right. First they mastered Spinjitzu, then Arjitsu, Now the fourth dimension, what's next? The multiverse. Entries 155 to 164 is the entirety of Sons of Garmadon, Season 8, which is probably my favorite Ninjago season of all time. Entries 165 to 174 is the entirety of Hunted, which is 10 episodes. Entries 175 and 176 are the next two Monastery Tale shorts. The first is Masterclass, which I find very interesting to watch because even though Wu is the ninja's teacher, we don't actually see him teach because every episode is just so plot focused. The second is titled The Weekend Drill and is basically just Cole fighting the massive stone warrior in Cryptarium prison from season 2. Entries 177 and 178 are the legacy shorts which celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Ninjago. The first is called Gold Rush, which follows Kai and Nia as they bring the Idol of Unity to Borg Tower to defeat these monsters, I guess. The second is called Sweating to the Goldies, which is just Jay and Zane fighting a new villain called Reflexra. These shorts can be canon, and there's nothing that's stopping them from being canon, so that's why I counted them. Entries 179 to 187 are the collection of Amber's Spiral short books on Lego.com. I haven't read them in a while, however I do know the story follows the Masters of Amber, with Skylar being the main protagonist, while also teaming up with Camille. Yeah, does anyone even remember her? She's also the Master of Form. It's from that season 4 episode. And it follows the duo as they discover the truth about the previous Master of Amber. It's really interesting, so I recommend you check it out. Entry 188 is the short book called Fired Up. It follows Kai and Skylar as they try to rebuild the monastery. I haven't read it yet, but that's probably because it's a kid's book. Entries 189 to 192 is the entirety of Season 10, which for some reason is only 4 episodes. Couldn't they just extend the season by 2 more episodes for us to get to episode 100? Entries 193 to 197 are the Garmadon comic series. I read this a while back, and being a huge Ninjago fan of Garmadon, I quite enjoyed it, even though it was kind of retconned and crystallized. Entry 198 is the book written by Tommy Andresen, Splinter in the Blind Man's Eye. I haven't read it since I haven't seen it in any stories. However, I do know that it follows Lloyd and Clancy climbing the Wailing Alps from Season 5. Entries 199 to 228 is the entirety of Season 11, Secrets of Forbidden Spinjitzu, which was the longest season before Dragons Rising Season 1 and 2. I still think 30 episodes was way too much. Entries 229 and 230 are 2 of Prime Empire original shorts. The first is called Let's Dance, which shows us Jania taking dance class. Saying this out loud while describing the timeline of a kid show is just so weird. Anyway, the next one is called Upgrade, which follows the mechanic teaming up with Unagami to create a new robotic hand. Entry 231 is the first episode of Season 12 Prime Empire, which is called Would You Like to Enter Prime Empire? Entries 232 to 234 are the rest of the Prime Empire original shorts, which are in this order: The Meaning of Victory, The Stowaway, and finally Manhunt. Entries 235 to 250 are the rest of the Prime Empire episodes. Entries 251 to 266 is the entirety of Master of the Mountain, Season 13. Entries 267 to 270 is the entirety of The Island, which many regard as Season 14. I personally think it's a special. Entries 271 to 276 are the virtues of spinjitzu, which are 6 different shorts. You can search it up on YouTube and find a full 22-minute episode compiling all the shorts together made by LEGO. Entries 277 to 292 is the entirety of Seabound Season 14, which in my opinion is very slow till the finale. Entries 293 to 222 is the entirety of Season 15 Crystallized, Parts 1 and 2, which is a shocking 30 episodes long. Entry 323 is a book called Quest for the Lost Powers, which I do have a copy of, and basically it follows each one of the 4 original ninja as they try to get back their elemental powers from the finale of Crystallized. Entries 324 to 327 is Would You Like to Enter the Dream World shorts. If you aren't aware, LEGO has a new theme called Dreams, and now LEGO wants to market their show. So why not release a few shorts about Ninjago to market dreams? The shorts follow the ninja team having dreams about really weird things. Just see it for yourself. Entry 328 is the Dream Team episode. Even though people consider this to not be canon, I want to put it on this list because I want to include as many things as possible. Entries 329 to 348 is the entirety of Dragons Rising Season 1, both parts 1 and 2. Entries 349 to 351 are the Elemental Mech shorts, which I thought were actually going to be at least more than 3 episodes, but here we are. Entries 352 to 361 is the first part of Dragons Rising Season 2, aka the first 10 episodes. Entries 362 to 381 are the Return to the Wilderness shorts, voice notes, and all the above. Basically a wildfire campaign. And there are 20 of these shorts, voice notes, etc. And I'm about to list them all in order now. Why am I doing this? Draw with me. So what now? I am Rage, my camera roll, Desperate Measures, Queen of Rage, Big News, Meditation or Meltdown, an app to track feelings, Into the Lava, a maze of reflections, Who Am I, Time to Get Red, 3 Things I Wish I Knew About Baby Dragon Eggs, Finding Wildfire, Ready to Return, Lessons I Learned in the Wilderness, Dragon Translator, and finally, Bye Bye Bone. Okay, that was a lot, but at least now you can watch them all in order. Entries 382 to 391 is the entirety of Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 2, which is the last 10 episodes of the season. So that's it for now. Every single episode, short voice note has been placed in the timeline. I hope this video was insightful for many of you, and if you're a new Ninjago fan, how do you feel about this list? Is it too long? I think so. What can I say? Ninjago is a massive franchise and it is beloved by many people around the world. If you watched this video all the way through, thank you. I appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, feel free to leave a sub down below to get more videos like these. If you'd like a more detailed list, go to the description where I will leave a link to a Google Doc, which should help you if you're new here. Thanks for watching. This vid has taken a long time to make, but don't worry, I will try and upload as much as I can. Thanks. See you in the next one.